Hello everybody, MorbTron here. If you couldn't tell by the title, this video is going to be my first impressions of Shadowkeep. Now keep in mind it is October 2nd, meaning that the raid is not live. Vex incursions are not live. Those will be live on Saturday once the raid releases. Also, I am still sick. Been sick for over a week, so I might sound a little funny. Might have some throat things I need to mute my mic for. I do apologize, but I'm doing the best I can with what I got. So we'll start out with Shadowkeep overall. Now, if you have new light, you can still go to the moon, I believe, but you don't get the campaign. I don't know. I have all the things. I bought the not the most expensive, but the one that gives you everything. So I don't know what you get from new light versus Shadowkeep, other than you don't get to do the pinnacle activities like the raids and things like that when you have just a new light account. But first thing I want to touch on is the season overall. Season of Undying that you get when you purchase Shadowkeep. I did not like how you get an exotic right out of the gate. I think that should have been something like rank 10. You know, maybe the Belgian flying kick should have been here, and this should have been there. So you have to invest a little bit of time into the game before, like, here's a new exotic, here's a new armor set, blah blah. It's nice to have those things right out of the gate. You know, I'm pretty sure most people don't have a problem with it, but season pass versus no season pass, just getting a new exotic just immediately, I don't know. Kind of leaves a bad taste in my mouth for people that might not have it. But at rank 7, you get the Gatelord's Eye, which is the seasonal artifact. Seasonal artifact so far, you know, I haven't put a lot of levels into it, as I'm just starting out here. It is day 2. I've got like four chargers into it, so I'm chugging along, but we're getting there. I'm currently rank 10, as you see there. I'm almost rank 11. I'm like 2/3 of the way there, but so far so good. I mean, it seems like a pretty good way to do things. Just getting these, you know, random engrams every time you level up to go fly back to the tower to turn in a test to get some stuff you're probably not gonna want. You know, we still get them every now and then. These bright engrams that we get, I don't miss them. So there we go. You get nostalgic engrams every now and then, and they just have basically last season stuff and prior. So it's kind of like you missed your chance to get some stuff. You might get them in these engrams. Hopefully you get what you're looking for. So that's that. That's my opinion there. It's not, it's the season pass thing isn't bad. The game did go free to play, so it makes sense. You know, you have to have that sort of incentive for new light players to be like, hey, if you purchase this thing, you get all this stuff. So that's nice. So moving on to stuff that's Shadowkeep related, getting the weapons from Eris and the weapons that are moon themed, like the Loud Lullaby or the Fine Memorial or Arc Logic or Every Waking Moment. It is cool. You know, you get these little essences that you have to complete a little quest for. You know, do activities on the moon for this one, get some machine gun kills for an Every Waking Moment, and then you have to find the weapon parts. Now my Every Waking Moment I did get during a quest, so I haven't actually done this Essence of Obscurity yet. That's why I still have it here. You can repurchase them from the Lectern of Enhancement. Once you get further into the quest line, this thing unlocks. This is where you get all of these Nightmare Essences, and you can remake a hand cannon if you have a Phantasmal Core. And to get a Phantasmal Core, you spend Phantasmal Fragments. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to buy one of those. See, there you go. Now I can make a new hand cannon. I already have the weapon part. So, since I already have the weapon part, I found where that is. I don't need to go back and find another one. I just need to do activities and get hand cannon kills, and I can get myself a new hand cannon. So that's nice. You don't have to go and search for the weapon part ever again. You can just go and do activities while getting hand cannon kills, and there you go, you get yourself a new Loud Lullaby. So that's pretty cool. I am on the last step of the mission to get the exotic rocket launcher, so I'll probably include that in a video sometime later on. We'll see. I've heard it's good. I've heard it's pretty nice. So yeah, the essences of brutality, obscurity, whatever to get the weapons, it's pretty nice. This whole thing here is pretty cool. So if you're farming for a weapon, it's not going to take you forever to get a new weapon to reroll. It's kind of like this season's Menagerie, except you can do it out in a patrol zone, and you can do it solo pretty easily. So if you want to just do, grind for a good roll on a whatever you want to go for, any one of these weapons, you're perfectly capable of doing so. Or you can go for armor as well. So Fallen defeated on the moon, Nightmares defeated, you can go for all this stuff. And that's pretty good. It's pretty nice. Being able to go for, a random rolled weapon or a piece of armor. It's pretty cool. As far as the aesthetics go on the moon itself, being an old school Destiny 1 player myself, I do really appreciate going back to the moon and seeing how, the last few years since the Red War started, how the moon has progressed. So obviously the visuals have been updated to Destiny 2 standards, and everything does look very pretty, but you see there is some wear. So this whatever you want to call this rail system here was completely destroyed by, whatever, probably a falling meteor, something, or maybe it's because the moon has actually started to basically fall apart from the activities down below with the pyramid ship, which, by the way, pyramid ship under the moon, that threw me for a loop. I was super, super excited when I found that out. But yeah, the moon is basically starting to just crack apart because there's, the fissure down here, and then, who knows how far down these fissures actually go, because you just die if you fall down them. But yeah, so the visual is being updated, but it's still kind of reminiscent back to the layout of Destiny 1. It's very nice. If we went back to the moon and we had completely new areas to roam, I wouldn't be complaining about it, but it is definitely nice to see, how everything has ended up since the Red War here over on the moon. But other than that, I do want to make a mention real quick of some performance issues that I've noticed since the migration over to Steam. I don't know if it's specifically because of the migration over to Steam on PC, or if it's, maybe just an issue on the moon, but I have noticed like a frame rate decrease on PC, even after adjusting my graphics a little bit. It is noticeable. The frame rate drops are noticeable. That might be because there's so much stuff on the moon when you're patrolling. In strikes and in other events, or even when you're underground on the moon, don't notice it as much. So it's got to be just the sheer amount of stuff that your game has to render when you're out on the surface of the moon. But yeah, other than that, Armor 2.0, I've already kind of switched over here while I'm leveling up. I still have my old Armor 1.0 gear just because of the enhanced perks that I have on it, like enhanced hand cannon loader there, enhanced hand cannon targeting on my helmet, that sort of thing. I still have all that stuff, but I'm leveling up or gaining power with the Armor 2.0 stuff, and I gotta say, like, unlocking the weapon mods over time, by the way, a great way to unlock mods and actually level up to 900 is to turn in tokens if you have them. I turned in about 2,000 tokens and got my Titan from about 850 to 900 just by turning in Crucible tokens, which is the soft cap, and then you can do powerfuls and stuff beyond that. The ornament system for the universal ornaments is pretty nice. Now, if you have the Crucible stuff and you did the year 1, season 2, season 3 stuff to unlock the new armor ornaments from back then, you can use them. So this is like the regular year 1 Crucible armor, and you can go back and actually equip those ornaments from way back then, which is kind of what you see here. This is kind of like a combination of a few things, so it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to have these universal ornaments and be able to use the armor pieces without actually having to have the armor equipped. I'm gonna review this hand cannon at a later time. Probably once I unlock the catalyst for it, I'll review it, because there's enough reviews out there for this weapon already. And it's fun. It's fun. Haven't used it in the Crucible yet. I'm going to make a whole other video about Crucible. I haven't played Crucible yet, but Crucible is kind of like my end game for Destiny 2. So once I get further in and I've played some Crucible, I'll talk about the Crucible changes once I kind of experience them myself with the new, hopefully, developing meta. I haven't even watched anybody play. I don't know if it's still a bunch of one-eyed mass striker titans running around. Hopefully not, though. We'll see. Weird. They must be doing something. Anyway, that is going to be it for my little intro or first impressions video in Shadowkeep. Is it worth picking up? It is definitely worth picking up if you are a Destiny fan or a looter shooter fan in general. There's a lot of stuff to do, a lot of loot to be gained, a lot of lore to discover, and a lot of aliens to shoot in the face. That is going to be it for this little video here. If you liked it, a positive rating is greatly appreciated. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I'll be doing weapon reviews starting later on today and tomorrow for all these new weapons and whatnot. But do not forget to have a good day, everybody, and I will catch you all next time.